Welcome back. So, where are we going again? Oh yeah, the sewer. Okay. Let's go! We reach M South Alley. Like the North Road, it's silent and empty. The map doesn't specify the location of the entrance, just that it's here. We'll have to search for it. Is it the manhole? Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. There are traces of the name of the store up by the roof. It looks like it's closed now. Nothing else? There's a manhole. Unlike Kei Miyamachi, this road only has one. I'm sure this is the place. The manhole lid has a place to grip it, just like the one at Kei Miyamachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You'd think the sewer department would, at least. How the hell should I know? It was probably hushed up so those involved didn't get in trouble. They supposedly performed some terrible experiments in there after all. Does she sound kind of excited? I bet the terrible experiments fascinate her. When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. Ugh, this smells familiar. Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too. Alright, time to go down. Go ahead, Mr. Yashiki. Hiro and I descend into the dark world hidden beneath H City. What awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Or a hell smeared with blood? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as what we saw at Kei Miyamachi. The looming concrete walls and the suffocating stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected. So, this is the engineering lab. It's even more dreary than I expected. Wait, do I hear a song? Or do you hear a song? If it's not some kind of prank, then maybe the spirits of the soldiers are wandering round and singing. You have no proof of that. It's entirely unscientific. Shut up about that crap. Sorry. Still, it's a little unsettling to hear an army song all the way down here. It's gotta be a supernatural phenomenon. It's a blood stain, and I'm gonna go touch it. I run my fingers over it and realize that something's stuck to the floor. I keep scratching at it until it starts to crease and I manage to pull it up off the floor. Nice, a talisman. Should I go forward or behind me? It sounds like it's coming in front of me, so I've got to go backward. There are pitch black stains. Is this blood? What? Impossible. This much blood would be... But doesn't that other thing bother you too? I'm not an idiot. Of course I'd notice. That spot without any stains. It looks like something was posted here. There's a clearly defined clean space on the wall, as if something had been there. It looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here. A poster or bulletin, something like that. Well, it's illegible now. The stains seem to be old blood. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I can open it if I had the key. Okay, guess I'm going back. I thought I saw something for a second. A trail of blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was someone trying to escape? There are pitch black stains. Stains of old blood, crackles and breaks off. I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I only end up drying out my eyes. This looks like an emergency light. This place is abandoned. Has a power generator been running for all these years? Oh god. Whoop. Something flows swiftly down the pipes. Oh. The heck? Ma'am? To the right. The dried blood has blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. This again. Okay. I peek into the waterway and see something floating. I reach for it as I hold on to the edge. Somehow I manage to grab it. Ooh, talisman. Let's go left. A dead end. Yeah. Oh. It does look like there's only a wall ahead, but... a breeze. I feel a draft coming from in front of us. But all that's there is a wall. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Keep going right. Pitch black stains. Boom, 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 boom. Is this locked? Oh, okay. The air in this room is musty. At first glance, I'd say it's part of a medical facility. This is an operating room. And the smell. Ah, thought so. There it is. Shine the light over there for a second. I shine the flashlight as directed, and find a corpse. Hiro crouches down and begins to study it. Usually Hiro would be terrified, but at least for now she's fine. So you're fine with stuff like that? What, we all have organs and bones inside us, don't we? Only an idiot would be scared of them. Hiro skillfully examines the body. When they're done, they stand up again. To be blunt, the corpse is odd. What really draws the eyes is that the cervical vertebrae has been severed. But the cut isn't normal. It's like it's notched. The only thing I can think of is that it was cut with a non-surgical tool. I have no idea why anyone would do something that cruel, though. In any case, it's clear that the head was purposely severed. The head was severed with the tool, huh? The corpse is too old to tell everything. There should be a clue nearby. It'd be best to search the room. Yeah, a good idea. Cabinet with a glass door. I open it and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun. The notes have deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. 70th. Next experiment, Azura statue, connect, male body and female head, success. Then, supernatural phenomenon, spirit, frequent, hard, continue experiments. That's all it says. Okay. Notes on the experiments, huh? You better give it a read. I will do just that. It's the exact same thing I just read. Nothing's inside the metal cabinet. Whoop. Hello? I didn't see you, whoever that was. Rusted filing cabinet. When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Got experimental unit correspondence code. It seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says, Kanan, weapons codename is ... Heavenly Buddha, project's codename ... Soul, human heads used as materials ... It looks like Wabu code. It's similar to Morse. It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. I guess that's it for this room. Okay, now let's go left. When I step in view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise. A presence is approaching. There's an incessant beeping, like from a telegraph. Oh boy. God. Keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. The beeping becomes gradually louder, almost as if it's trying to tell me something. ... Oh shoot, what was ... Soul? Sequence just keeps repeating this code. What in the world does it mean? Soul, I think. I hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. My heart? Oh no. Oh no. The darkness tightens around my throat like a noose. Without oxygen, my brain instantly shuts down. Okay. Try that again. Well, it's obviously not your stomach, so... The beeping suddenly stops. Hiro seems terrified.
Hey, Hiro, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, obviously. She's acting different than usual.
Let's go. I think it's fine now.
Understood. They're pitch black stained. It's set up the same way as that operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments. There might be records left behind. Let's look. Cabinet with the glass door. Open it and search around. Bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal Vat Management Record. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200 super dimension, suddenly iron door, half spiritualized. Hypothesize, focus, mystical forces, needs secret object to erase, safety valve, release code, diamond. There's nothing else written. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal, half spiritualization. I don't understand half of these words. Plus those bells I found don't fit this place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then, something tangles around my hand.
Huh?
It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. It glitters pale gold in the light.
What?
The mark starts sucking at my blood. I ignore it and instead stare at the shining hair, as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the real feeling that...
This moment. No, it's here. This place. I've been here before.
Mumble, mumble, mumble. Someone mumbles right next to me.
Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. As I thought, it's here.
The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips.
Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird while standing in front of the wall.
Wait. Mr. Kazuo, what are you talking about? The instant Hiro speaks, the voice stops.
It's nothing. I just remembered something important.
You sure you're okay? You were mumbling some strange things.
I'm fine, really, just spaced out for a bit.
For better or worse, Hiro didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Still though, that voice. Could it be that my old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me? The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair. Maybe that's what triggered it.
I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. I guess all I can do is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that.
Metal cabinet, search the ones that are open. I find a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculously succeeded. This divine protection. The Azura statue donated from each shrine created by some kind of line statue makers. Using chisels donated by same family. Sever your head. Tool together becomes the key. Finally, our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Got research records, projectile, short sword.
A chisel? Like, for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. Impossible. How could they do something like that? That's just impossible.
I open the wire mesh door and peek inside, but I don't see anything. I go to close the door and see a paper stuck to the backside. Talisman. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. It looks like it's been a number of years since this person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. The cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some tool. I think that's it here. Oh, the light bulb. The light bulb is flickering weakly. Oh, that was so important. What's up here? It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. Okay. Up here, I think. We go north at the intersection and... An outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that. What? What? Impossible. Is it another ghost thing? You can't see it. See what? Looks like Hero can't see the door. That's spiritual. My mouth begins mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. This thing? I take out the Kagura Suzubel. It's just touching it, okay? No, have to... Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess's tool. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed, so touch it silently. All I have is questions, but I've no choice but to trust the other me. I touch the bells to the door carefully, making sure not to make any noise. The next instant, the door physically appears. What? What just happened? What did you do? It just felt like it was the right thing to do. But... I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond this door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. It might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. That place is giving me a bad feeling. Let's save. Okay. I push open the iron door and we head inside. What is this place? On the other side of the door is a large, empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? It should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Oh, something on the ground. A katana? Got rusted army sword. I take what Hero picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? It doesn't seem like they're being stored. Is this some kind of garbage dump? Just then... Huh? A sound echoes off something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with a pale light. What was that noise?
Let's get out of here for now.
I try to open the door to get out, but...
Oh, it's locked.
What? We've been locked in? Hello? A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall.
Water?
It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore.
Water underground? Hurry and open the door. We'll get hypothermia.
Water valve. Diamond.
I have to remember what was written in those documents about the disposal of that. Oh, this is near me, our Buddha heads.
Diamond. I touch the diamond. Our head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. Then the pooling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction, down into a drain.
Whoa!
When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back.
This is...
an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe.
We were lucky.
I very neatly breathe a sigh of relief, but then I remember Hero.
That's right, where's Hero?
No need to be so worried. Oh, old man. So,
no need to be...
No, all I can do is British men.
No need to be so worried. So it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder.
It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. I tried to ask him about Hero, but... My jaw is nearly locked and my voice is gone.
Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T-Mountain Range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerged in it for near an hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. Relax. Your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to?
What are all these English accents? I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun.
Well, that's great. Not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything, but I am pretty darn hungry.
The man eyes me, his smile sharp. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man...
Whew, it's hot. Can I open a window?
He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives, but even so, he's being a pain.
Hang in there a while longer.
Hero shudders.
We're about to freeze, you know.
It was an honest question, and it probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stop chattering. The man's name is Banshee Ito. That's how he introduced himself. But that obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell, like freshly baked bread. It kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments, until I realize it's the stench of dried filth.
So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that?
Banshee remains silent.
Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food.
I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Wait, that should be my question.
Wait, that should be my question. What are you two doing down there?
It's a long story. I summarize everything we know about spirits in the mark until I catch up to it when we met him in the underground shelter.
So that's how it is, huh?
He nods vigorously to himself. Do you really understand any of that? Hiro's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively.
Of course I do. Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter. And you guys are wrapped up in it now.
His story suddenly sounds fishy.
A grudge? Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that just yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name Banshee Ito on it, so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've gotten swept up in it.
He's got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track.
In that case, O noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us, how do we overcome that whirlpool?
Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish.
That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You gotta find that.
The center?
That swirling grudge in the spirit thing. Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse. Something like that should be left with it, that there swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then...
He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he's run out of batteries.
Me too, and I need some water.
Sorry. Then what? What will happen? The black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes.
Oh, that reminds me, Yashiki.
Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage.
Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship.
Okay, so we have British Yashiki and Irish old man. Irish, Scottish, Irish, I think. Got underground shelter key.
Is this a key for the underground shelter? I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. But I'll lend it to you for now, Yashiki.
He just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? But I have no reason to refuse him.
Thanks, I'll borrow it.
Diamond walks up to us.
Hey, you came back safely. Were you able to learn anything?
Hiro butts in before I can speak. Wait just a minute. Don't tell me. You aren't going to believe that old man's story, are you? He's fishy.
Wow, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Yashiki. You believe me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from a good pal Yashiki for you.
Hey now, you feeling okay in the head?
Anyway, changing the subject.
Good grief, can we just move on from talking about this?
Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something.
Woo! Feed! Banshee bolts out of the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Diamond gives me an exasperated look.
Yashiki, it seems you've got another troublemaker on your hands.
To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. The epitome of hunger, he greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner.
Excellent!
Excellent. I haven't been this full in forever. Good for you. Now answer our questions. What were you doing down there? Well, that's an easy one. Because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain, and no damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Hero and Diamond seem to be the same. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused in perfume. It was winter, and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been Zukawa. I nod. That's my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger. Which was? A damn walking Buddha statue! And I am changing my accent. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. Banshee removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. You may not believe this, but that statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the cannon soldier after all. The cannon soldier? How do you know that name? Some document I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. A heavenly Buddha project ribbon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane. Now, hero, calm down. So these documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burnt them for warmth. I had a delicious roasted potato, too. How could you? Maybe take your own advice, Miss Dr. Diamond. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than this strange old man's. It's fine. My noggin works different from most people's. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We need to know about that project. The Heavenly Buddha project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. Ta-da! The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the cannon soldier thing, they did tests on Buddha statues. I can't keep an accent for my life. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere. That must be a shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from Tea Mountain. Spiritual treasures from all over. But nobody thought anything actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep that fanatical general busy. At least, it was supposed to be. But one day, the statue started moving. It went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter are probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red bite-like marks on them. The thing went to wreck the place then. It stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. Hero and Diamond are as white as a sheet. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? A statue going around killing people and cursing them? Impossible. Then how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was the cannon soldier. Ugh. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hero's marks. What if you flipped that door? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the cannon soldier. One second. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But with it started up again. You got them because they're their descendants.
If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate.
Hero can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock.
I want to ask you something, old man. You say that cannon soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why?
I think it was... some spiritual person used a thingamajig to do something.
So you have no idea? It's the most important part. Try to remember.
It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget.
Taking his age into account, it's more likely it just completely slipped his mind. It seems we must defeat the cannon soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own, if he can't be of more help. You seem a pro at this, Yashiki. We'll be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything. But you already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived.
Now that he says it, I guess he's right. I have been hearing a mysterious voice a few times, and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter. So what are you folks gonna do now?
Good question.
Let's investigate the soldier.
Let's investigate the soldier in the shelter. We'll need to do something about that to get rid of your marks. If I'm descended from someone on the project, then mine might disappear too.
I guess we're going back in then. Hero's still kind of sulking, but she's at least recovered from her shock.
We all share the same fate. It's too late to try to run away.
Yep, you should find it there. The heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the cannon soldier. That's what my gut's telling me.
What are you going to do then?
I'm full now, so I was going to take a nap in that park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellows do something about that soldier. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. New info. Okay. So I'm gonna end it here. Saving it. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time where I partner up with this old man and we go back into that sewer place. So, yeah, take care, bye.